Hello, and welcome to Electro Nerds Academy. In today's video, we'll explore how to read DC voltages using Arduino. In one of our previous videos, we had read a digital signal from an Arduino pin using the digital read function. A digital signal, like the one that comes out from a push button, can only have one of two possible values: high if the button is pressed, and low if the button is released. There can't be a third state in a digital signal. But what if we replace the push button with a variable 5-volt power supply and change the voltage by rotating its knob? Now the input signal is no longer digital in nature. Instead, the input signal is continuous, meaning it changes smoothly without sudden jumps between values. This is very different from digital signals, which jump instantly between 0 volts and 5 volts, skipping over everything in between. With our variable power supply, the voltage could be 1 volt, 2.5 volts, 4 volts, or any other value within the 0 to 5 volts range. A signal like this, which is continuous, changes smoothly over time, and can take on any value within a range, is called an analog signal. Think of digital signals like a simple light switch, where the light is either on or off. Analog signals, on the other hand, are like a dimmer switch, allowing you to set the brightness anywhere between fully on and fully off. The Arduino Uno can read analog voltages using its 6 analog input pins, labeled A0 through A5. These pins are connected to a special hardware component inside the microcontroller called the ADC, or Analog-to-Digital Converter. The job of the ADC is to take the analog voltage present at a pin and convert it into a binary number. This unique binary number represents the voltage level of the signal. The ADC on the Arduino Uno has a resolution of 10 bits, which means it converts an input voltage into a 10-bit binary number. The smallest possible 10-bit binary number is this, equal to 0 in decimal, which the ADC outputs when the input is at the lowest end of the voltage range, by default 0 volts. The largest possible 10-bit binary number is this, equal to 1023 in decimal, which the ADC outputs when the input reaches the highest end of the range. By default, the supply voltage of the ATmega 328 chip at the AVCC pin, usually close to 5 volts. To avoid working with binary, we'll use the decimal range of 0 to 1023 in this explanation. The ADC value for any voltage within this range can be calculated using the following formula. In our case, the maximum ADC value is 1023. The maximum input voltage is AVCC, commonly 5 volts, and the input voltage is simply the analog voltage we want to measure. For example, if we apply 2.5 volts at the analog pin, the formula gives 511.5, which lies exactly at the midpoint of the 0 to 1023 scale. Another useful concept is the ADC step size, which represents the smallest voltage change that can be measured. Step size can be calculated using the following formula. Here, N is the resolution of the ADC in bits, and the maximum input voltage is the voltage at the AVCC pin of the Arduino, assumed to be 5 volts. Solving it gives a step size of 4.88 millivolts. This means the Arduino can detect voltage changes of 4.88 millivolts or larger, but anything smaller will not register. For instance, it can distinguish between 3.001 volts and 3.006 volts, but not between 3.001 volts and 3.003 volts, since both fall within the same digital step. The function used in the Arduino environment to obtain values from the ADC is called analogRead. It takes a single parameter, the analog pin number, and returns the integer representation of the ADC values at the specified pin. Now, let's put this function into action with a simple Arduino sketch that transforms our Arduino Uno into a mini voltmeter. This setup will allow us to measure voltages up to 5 volts and display the results directly on the serial monitor. We'll start by declaring two variables, an integer variable named ADC value to store raw ADC readings, and a float variable named voltage to store the converted voltage values. In the setup function, we configure pin A0 as an input pin and set the baud rate for serial communication. Inside the loop, we read DC voltages from pin A0 using the analogRead function and store its returned value in the ADC value variable. Then we print this raw ADC value to the serial monitor. Next, we will convert these ADC values into voltage values using the formula discussed earlier, but rearranged to calculate the input voltage, which is then stored in the voltage variable. Finally, we print this voltage value also to the serial monitor, appending the suffix V to make it clear that it represents volts. Once the code is uploaded to the Arduino, we set the external power supply to 0 volts. Next, we connect the positive terminal of the supply to pin A0 and the negative terminal to the GND pin of the Arduino. Now let's open the serial monitor. You should see 0 volts being printed on the serial monitor. As we slowly rotate the knob of the power supply, both the ADC values and the voltage readings will rise until they reach the 5 volts limit. An important point to highlight here is that never apply more than 5 volts directly to an Arduino input pin. Exceeding this limit can permanently damage the microcontroller. If you don't have a variable power supply and wants to perform this experiment, you can use a potentiometer instead. A potentiometer is a 3-terminal device whose resistance changes when the shaft is rotated. Inside the potentiometer, there is a resistive element shaped like an arc, and the 2 outer terminals are connected to the ends of this element. The maximum resistance between these 2 terminals is fixed and is usually printed on the top of the potentiometer. The middle terminal is called the wiper. It is connected to a sliding contact that moves along the resistive element when you rotate the knob. As the wiper moves, the resistance between it and each of the outer terminals changes. If we connect 5 volts to one outer pin and ground 0 volts to the other, then measure the voltage between the middle pin and ground, the output voltage will vary according to the wiper's position. When the knob is rotated fully toward the 5-volt terminal, the voltage at the middle pin becomes 5 volts. When it is rotated fully toward the ground terminal, the voltage at the middle pin becomes 0 volts. At any point in between, the wiper provides a variable voltage somewhere between 0 and 5 volts. To test this with the Arduino, connect one outer leg of the potentiometer to 5 volts and the other outer leg to GND. The middle leg, the wiper, should be connected to analog pin A0. With this setup, we can use the same code as before and simply open the serial monitor to see the values. As you rotate the shaft of the potentiometer, the resistance between the wiper and ground changes, which in turn changes the voltage at the wiper. This varying voltage is read by the Arduino and displayed on the serial monitor. And that's all for this video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and visit our YouTube channel and website for content like this. And we will see you in the next one.